What's up, guys? This is Kyle from Wax Museum, and this is a Wemby Hoops rookie card that I pulled earlier this season. Haven't done a lot of Wemby chasing, but I did want to try and at least get something, so opened a couple packs of hoops, got a couple Wembys, and I did what I would usually do whenever I pull someone that I feel is a relevant rookie. I put it in my rookie box, and that's what this shoe box is right here. This was a pandemic-era creation. It's actually a women's size shoe box, which works really well for making a two-row. I think I have a video where I showed how to make those. But anyway, I haven't really looked through this a lot lately. So as I went to kind of put this Wemby in the correct spot, I realized I probably need to go through this. There are some guys that I thought were relevant during the pandemic era that maybe are not relevant anymore. And there's also some stuff in here that I've got, in here for reasons other than that. So I thought it'd be fun to take you guys through this, though, so you could see some of them as well. And maybe you guys could make some judgment calls where I'm not sure what I want to do, or for some of the guys that I'm on the fence about. So I go in chronological order on this side, and then this side's just kind of goopy here. We'll get to that later. But we start with George Mikan. This is obviously not a real 48 Bowman card. It's the certified Topps reprint from 1996. This is also not even a rookie card here. This is a 52 Wheaties George Mikan. So there are some exceptions in here. I went ahead and threw them in anyway. We've got a reprint Bob Cousy that I actually got signed in the mail. I thought that was pretty cool. A 57 Topps Bob Pettit that somebody wrote BP for Bob Pettit, and SLH St. Louis Hawks. They wrote all over that. Got a Hal Greer 1961. So I feel pretty good about all of these so far. A 68 Jack in the Box Elvin Hayes. So that actually predates his 1969 Topps rookie, which is his official rookie. Moving through the vintage stuff, we've got some beat up 71 Rick Barrys. We've got a Roger Brown 71, a McGinnis 72, a beat up Irving 72. This is from that Topps certified reprint set in 96. This is the I think these were in Finest. It's the chromium version. We got a 74 Gervin, a 74 George Karl, a 74 Bill Walton. We've got the Finest reprint Moses Malone from 75, which I've got a 75 Malone. I think it's just slabbed. We've got an Alex English rookie. Yes, he was a Pacer, but not for long. So I would say I feel pretty good about all of those still. And let's start moving into new territory here to see what we have. Not all of them are goofy, but this first one, I think I'm going to keep it in here. I know, and I have never, for the record, I have never called this Bird's rookie. I know during the pandemic, some people were saying this card really jumped in value, saying, well, it's Bird's true rookie because it's the first card where he's featured by himself. I've never bought into that. I wholeheartedly agree that the Bird Magic Irving is his rookie, but anyway, I thought it was one I'd put in here nonetheless, because I'm not going to put that triple in here, and I have a copy of that slabbed. I've got a Dumars rookie, not in good shape. That's some kind of weird wear on the corners. I don't even know how to describe that. This Jordan, these are both counterfeits. They came in lots. This one's laughable because I think it's really glossy. I don't know if you can tell on the camera here, but I threw them in there because I'll never have a raw Jordan just in a box. So I thought, I've gotten these in lots or collections. This one even says reprint, which technically, no, it's not. It's a counterfeit. So I've got those. I've got a Patrick Ewing in here. I think he deserves it. James Worthy I'm okay with. And I've got Oakley in here because I wanted a real 1986 Chicago Bulls rookie in here, just in case I needed to compare it to, if I ever did find a Jordan in a lot, I would take this one out because it's got the Bulls logo I could look at, and I could obviously feel, smell, do all those tests on it to see if it checked out as well. So I'm fine keeping Charles Oakley in there for that reason. Reggie, obviously staying in there. John Stockton, he's good. Pippen's good. We've got some Sean Kemps in there. Gary Payton, all your favorite early 90s ones. These are iconic, not necessarily valuable, but they can be iconic and have little monetary value. That's okay. So we've got their Shaqs. Of course, I had to have those in there. I bought a lot of Texas Tech signed cards. I don't even know if it's her first Texas Tech card, but it's a college card of Cheryl Swoops, and it's signed. So I threw that in there. Of course, so you've got the finest, the 93 finest, C-Web and Penny. Dino is a Hall of Famer. Maybe I should put that. I don't know if I should put that in my Hall of Fame box or if I should keep it in here. There's a lot of overlap in my collections. And sometimes in the past I've bought 2 copies. I try not to do that too much. That's a little excessive. We don't need to do that, but you know what, it happens. So, all right, here's our 94 co-rookies of the year. We've got some Garnett stuff. We've got some Steve Nash's, probably a lot of Steve Nash representation for this box. Of course, I have a Topps Kobe rookie. This one's beat up here, but it's from my childhood collection. So one of my friends gave it to me when we were in elementary school. So still got that one in there. That one's not going anywhere. Then an Iverson and a Ray Allen Chrome. So not a lot of debatable stuff so far. I seem to remember there being some debatable stuff in here. Maybe we'll get to it. Ray Allen, 96. Marbury, I'm going to keep him in there. I don't know. I'm going to keep it in there. It's the Topps 50. It's not worth a lot, but I think he's worthy of keeping in there. McGrady, can keep him in there. Billups, I think, is underrated. Keep him in there. Some Duncan, cheap Duncan stuff. I'm keeping J. Will in there. So maybe there's really not a great criteria for this box, full disclosure. Vince Carter, Paul Pierce, Dirk. That's the great thing about collecting, though. You make the box you want to make, and you don't have to answer to anyone for it. Michael Redd, this is a numbered rookie. I found this Darius Miles in a lot. It wasn't pack-pulled autograph, but you can look at it. It's a good autograph. I thought it was a cool-looking card, so I kept it in there, and yeah, it came in that screw down too. If I want to free up some space, I guess I could put it in a top loader, but sometimes I just keep cards the way I find them. Tony Parker, I bought that at a show, I think in 2020. Paid $10. I'm pretty sure it's scratched on it. Yeah, there's a scratch on it. Right after I bought it, Mrs. Wax Museum said, why'd you buy it with that scratch on it? And I'm just thinking, why didn't you say that while I was buying it? So she saw it and I didn't. But anyway, Kwame Brown SPX. Big card at one point. A few years ago, these were going for like $30. Maybe that was a pandemic bump. I'm not sure. This is the version numbered to 250, though. Of course, we got another Kwame in here. This is a nice Pau Gasol refractor. That's a good-looking card. And then the regular Gasol as well. Swin Cash, numbered rookie, Yao Ming. This is a regular. It's not the... they had a variation. They had variations for all of the foreign players. So they had one for Ginobili as well. There's a Amare. Got some Carmelo stuff in here. I think this one's the Crystal. I think that one's numbered to 375. I'll have to check. I think that was called Crystal. We've got a Topps Rookie Matrix. It's the double-double version. There was all sorts of versions of those. A Bosch Topps Chrome. Trying not to create... you know what I need to do? What I didn't do with this box, what I did with some others. I need to put a piece of duct tape down there to keep them from slipping all over the place. Might as well do that once I get all these cards out, so once I'm done filming. So anyway, the D-Wade stuff, we got a Bazooka rookie, got a Topps rookie. This is an autograph. I bought this on eBay for like $20. I just never sent it in to get slabbed. I feel good about the signature. I think it's just fine. Some of the other stuff they had looked good too. That's one I'll probably eventually move that because I don't know. That doesn't really appeal to me much. I just thought it was a good deal. I thought the auto looked good. These were tough rookies. The Upper Deck rookies. Got a Dwayne Wade Chrome. I forgot about that one. Okay, yeah, that one's got a pretty bad crease on it. So I'll tell you, this started as a rookie box. It was going to turn into a rookie binder, and the cards never got there. And so I was buying like chromium copies with creases on the back for huge discounts because it really doesn't matter when you put them in the binder. Well, I never did it, so it is what it is. Emeka Okafor credentials, numbered to 37. I think I got that for like $4 on ComC. Dwight Howard, Topps Chrome Refractor. Dwight Howard, regular Topps rookie. You know what? I'm keeping this in there. He wasn't relevant when I built this box, but he was a big deal when this set came out. Ben Gordon, so I'm keeping it in there. So I will have some of those players in this box as well. Iguodala. We got the Popovich rookie from Topps Total. Some of the celebrity stuff here. Jay-Z Chrome rookie. Chris Paul Chrome rookie. I got it for like $5 because it had some sort of damage on the back. So once again, my plan was to build a binder. Doesn't mean it's not going to happen someday, but it hasn't happened yet. And Adam Morrison. This is the Durant that I pulled when I was opening. I had 27 Topps Chrome packs that I opened live on Instagram. Very last pack. Pretty crazy story. I talked about it on an episode, I think episode 92. I don't know why I remember that, but that rings a bell. I think episode 92. Durant Topps. Greg Oden was a big deal. I'm keeping that in there. Same day signatures of Eric Gordon. This was their version of the Topps photo shoot autographs. Not quite as popular, but kind of the same idea. Derrick Rose, Kevin Love. I'll keep those guys in there. Blake obviously was a big deal. Harden was a big deal. Still is a big deal. Lillard, Hoops rookie. Anthony Davis, Hoops rookie. Clay, Hoops rookie. These Crusades were really nice. I wish they had the rookie logo on them, the shield on them, but they don't. So, but a lot of stuff from that era doesn't. So you see here's a 2012 Jimmy Butler. All right, Andre Drummond, that's probably the first one that as I'm going through here, I don't feel super nostalgic about it for the time, and I don't feel like it's super relevant now. So that'll probably come out of there. Probably not worth much now either, even if I wanted to move it at a show or whatever. So I'll probably keep it, but it's just not going to go in this box. We'll make room for Wemby. Kawhi, got a Lillard Prism rookie. A Lillard Select. This one's got a bad crease all the way across the back, but guess what? You can't see it on the front. So I think I got it for, $2. Got it for $2 at a show. Lillard Hoops. All right, we keep going here. We've got Jimmy Butler, CJ McCollum. He's becoming borderline. He probably shouldn't be in here. He might be in like the rookie purgatory box with Andre Drummond. I hate to do that to you, CJ. I like watching you, but I don't think you really need to be in this box. Giannis, he can stay. Wiggins is going to stay just because he was such the hobby hype, right, was there. So he was such a big deal that even Panini put him in a baseball set to help move some of those products. They put his autos in there. That top loader's kind of gross, though. Probably need to move that one. Jokic, if I remember right, this Jokic rookie has a scratch. I tried to sell it for like $10 back in the day. Couldn't move it, so ended up just keeping it. And I'm glad I did, because it's the only one I've got. Siakam. Ben Simmons is going to stay in there because of his hobby relevance. Sabonis. I know this is kind of a tough call. What would you guys do? Let me know in the comments. I think I'm going to take Sabonis out, and that's no slight to Sabonis. He's playing great right now. I just don't put him on the same level. He's never had the hobby relevance and never quite at the same level of some of these guys. And if I'm going to do that with Sabonis, then I certainly have to do that with Buddy Hield as well. We're getting very close to that territory with this guy. I'm not ready to give up on him yet. Jamal Murray, I'm keeping in there. Tatum, obviously keeping in there. Mitchell, I'm keeping in there. I pulled this one from a blaster, this Lonzo Ball, and he was such a big deal around draft time. I'm going to keep him in there. De'Aaron Fox, I don't feel like De'Aaron Fox should be in here, but I'm going to keep him in here for right now. Trey, obviously Trey stays in here. Luka, I pulled a lot of these Lukas, so I pulled the Prism. I'm sure I pulled the Hoops. I probably pulled several of those. This was my favorite Luka pull. This was actually why I bought a little bit of Chronicles. I wanted to pull the Obsidian preview of Luka. It's a very, it was oddly specific, and I actually did. That never happens to me. Hey, I want to pull this card, and then you pull it. So those were tough. Those were pretty tough. And of course, we got our status and threads. Lucas staying in there. DeAndre Ayton. Man, I got a lot of Ayton in there too. I don't know if I need to keep all those in there. I don't want to give up on Ayton just yet. You know what? He actually, he had a good rookie year. People just, I don't know. He doesn't. I know he does. You know what? I know he doesn't need to be in there, but I'm keeping him in there for now. SGA, he's staying. Zion's staying. Just the hobby impact is huge. You're going to see I have a ton of Zion in here. John Morant, we're keeping those. This one, I don't even know where to put these, though. They need to come out. They don't need to be in there. Sorry, RJ. Man, I loved RJ Barrett. And the prices on, I probably paid $15 a piece on these. Just stupid, but what do you do? Obi Toppin. So I can tell you what happened here. I opened a bunch of select. Anyone I just threw in there that I thought, was worth having in there, might be taking a look at later on. Well, guess what? It's later on, and it's this is going to be interesting here. So Obi, no, does not need. And funny now, these guys are Pacers. James Wiseman does not need to be in there. Hey, Anthony Edwards, I feel good about keeping that one in there. Keeping those two in there. LaMelo, I'm keeping in there. And then more Ant and LaMelo. So that was row 1. I didn't intend for this video to go so long, so I'm just going to do a quick flip through row number 2. I'm not going to show you every card. This needs to go in the other row, this Ben Wallace. I think I just didn't have room, and these are some things I've added later on, or some of these I've had for a while now. Nurkic, I'm going to say, why is Nurkic in here? Kobe obviously can stay. So some of these are extras of the guys that I had on the left side. Some of them are guys that were kind of in between. Maybe this is just where this other stuff goes, is the second row here. Because Kyle Lowry, Tobias Harris, Caris LeVert most certainly does not belong in there. Got a lot of, oh man, I loved RJ Barrett. I can't quit you, RJ Barrett. And then we go to the Zion. So I was so happy. Before everything blew up with Zion, I was so happy. I bought a dozen Hoops rookies and a bunch of Chronicle stuff. I was paying $3 a piece for these. And then, they went up to 20 or 30 or whatever, and I just sat on them, and here they are still. So I should have moved those. That's a lesson learned. I don't know. Maybe I can get my money back for them still if Zion does all right. Obviously, I'm going to keep a few for my collection, but not a ton. Real quick, we'll go through some of the other stuff. Photo shoot stuff, that's cool. That's a really rare card, actually. It's also the personal edition. It's not the pack-pulled version. David West, photo shoot auto. I found this at a show somewhere. Never got signed. So I don't even know the story behind that. But I got it because it's just something different. Some next day autos, some cheap ones. I got this at a show for $1. This Andrew Bynum. It's a great card. That one's staying in the PC. So a lot of this is just little cheap PC stuff. Gary Trent does not need to be in this box anymore. PJ Washington doesn't. Yeah, Mo Bamba. So I got to go this left side. I think this was kind of I mentioned the player purgatory already. That must have been part of what this left side was. But anyway, something different. I thought you guys might enjoy that. I haven't gone through that box in a long time, as you can see from some of those pulls. So maybe you've got a box like this on your own. Let me know what you do with it. Let me know how often you go through this. Remember, there are new episodes of the audio podcast that come out every Thursday. And as always, thanks for watching.